Good morning. It's foodie time. Hi, how are you doing? I'm so excited. Last night got me really hyped up, but you know what? I'm going to go on and do my show the normal way, even though I'm excited. It's foodie time. We are Connect and Grow Chat. If you come in and connect with our community, we promise to connect with you and support you just like we support the rest of our community. So come on in, have a good time, and it's foodie time, y'all. And it's also Thursday. Thursday, woohoo! Man, we made it past hump day. Look out. Hump day was pretty exciting, though. I'll get to that in a moment. If you're here to watch the replay instead of the live, then please type replay in the comments and let me know that you were there so that I can connect with you. And maybe next time you can get here for the live. Yay, that would be a win. But anyway, you guys, it's a beautiful day here right now. Angie's about to give me some bad news, probably, but I think we're going to have a good day today. I could be wrong, but I think we are here in Louisville, Kentucky. That's where I'm at. Now, obviously, if you look at the virtual background here, that's not where we are today. And I got to tell you, when I did this background, I kind of wondered what it was myself. And then I had to look at what the name of the place was. And it's a place I've never been. So I'm counting on the people in the chat to tell me, is this what it really looks like? Because this water, let me go this way. The water is crystal clear. I love a clear beach. I love clear water. So I'll tell you in a minute what it is. Meanwhile, let me just talk about some things on my mind. Wednesday is a night where I go to live chats the whole night. I mean, starting with Scott and Bill, and then going all the way into Scotty J Travels chat late last night. Now, when I say late, I'm referring to 9:30 Eastern time. We're not talking like he started at 11 o'clock or anything, but I'm older, and at about 10:30, I usually hit the rack. So I was struggling, but the good news is Scotty J always delivers. Scotty, anyway. So last night I got on the chat, and Bill and Scott were comparing cruises. It was a very lively chat because, of course, everybody feels so strongly about their particular favorite cruise line. I never realized how much until last night. It was just absolutely hilarious. Scott and Bill, well, Bill in specific, Bill started yelling at us like we joked that Bill was yelling at us like he was saying, "Kids, get off my lawn." We were cracking up because he feels very strongly about some of the cruise lines and the pricing. So, we could talk all day about the pricing of cruise lines. I don't care what cruise line you get on, they are not cheap. I mean, the one I just booked, I'm sorry, MSC may be cheap, but it was still expensive to me. So there you go. Whenever you have to separate yourself from your money, yeah, your hard-earned money, but you're getting a cruise in exchange. But I just had to laugh about it. Some of the things Bill said, I agree with because Royal Caribbean is expensive, but then I also believe that Royal delivers in a different way than most cruise ships do. A lot of the activities are free. I mean, all of the slides and all of the other extra flow rider and stuff like that. All of that stuff is free. Uh, okay, and then they also have at the moment. It's going to probably change when Celebration Key starts up. In the moment, Royal Caribbean has one of the best private islands that is free for the most part. I mean, you have to pay to get on the thrill park, but I paid like $32 to get on the thrill park, and I don't even take slides. And after I did it, I thought, wow, I could have just went to the beach, hung out there. Anyway. So I guess it depends on what you value as to what you think the price is. And if you get free cruises from gambling, that's your thing. Okay. Now I'm going to say if you're a gambler, Royal Caribbean is probably not the best way to get free cruises for sure. Probably the best way is MSC or Carnival. They give away free cruises a lot. But that being said, I got on the biggest ship in the world at the time, Icon of the Seas, with a really nice balcony for 13.50, and I was pretty excited about that. Okay, I mean per person, yes, but I had priced Carnival the same a day. The Mardi Gras was $200 more for the same balcony. So like I said, all those ships are expensive, all those new ships. So if you want to pay for a new ship and not pay that much, MSC is probably your bet. But I got to tell you, I'm not really sure. We'll see. I have a cruise in 72 days. I found out the countdown, y'all. Look out. 72 days on MSC Seashore. So we'll see how it compares to my royal experience, because I have a lot of royal experience. I don't have a lot of Carnival experience. I am going to try and book another Carnival cruise this year. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'm sorry that most of the time Carnival is no cheaper than Royal to me. Every time I price it, I think, hmm. But then I also know all the cheats for booking Royal. I know how to book a headquarter group on Royal, which costs less than most people see. That's unpublished rate. So there you go. But then also MSC is cheaper. But then there's some things about MSC that, I hope they're changing. I don't like that they don't have a lot of free food outside of the buffet. That kind of bothers me. Now, the World America looks like it may be a little bit different. Ryan, you'll have to answer that question for me. But seems like, MSC puts all of their free food in one area, and that's been my experience so far. Like I said, maybe that has changed a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm a free food girl, and I value food. So guess what? Food is like up here. And when I told him you can get free candy, I told Bill, you can get free candy on Virgin. He was like, what? You can get free candy? He's like me, like when you say free candy, look, I'm already in it, y'all. I'm already in it. But yeah, I found that out by accident. I went to the social club on the Scarlet Lady, and I went up there for a hot dog. And there was, by the way, the people on Virgin Voyages are hilarious to me. They're so, of course, they get paid good. They're not depending on gratuities. There's no gratuities involved. So they get paid good, and they're a happy crew, okay? So I go up there and I'm talking to the lady that's at the soda fountain where I'm getting my hot dog. And I said to her, I said, I want a hot dog, but I really want some candy. And she goes, step over here. And she takes me down to the other end of the counter, and I look down, and there's free candy, y'all. Candy, all different kinds of candy. And I'm looking down there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And she goes, I said, do you pay for this? She says, no, this is free. Then she starts asking me what I want, and she puts it in this little white bag and gives it to me. My husband said, out of all the things that happened on that cruise, he could tell that that was my happiest moment. He says, you left like a little kid who just robbed a candy store. I really did, y'all. I was so excited. But that's not the reason that I love Virgin. There's so many reasons. A lot of people give Virgin a bad name because a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they had risque shows and this and that on their ship. They don't have that anymore. They're so chill now. It's a little different. I'm kind of bummed out because I kind of wanted to see the risque stuff. It says a lot about me, doesn't it? But no, Virgin is it's priced by cabin. Somebody point that out. So a lot of people think it's higher than it is. If you price it out and you add in all the included stuff like the Wi-Fi and the gratuities, you're going to find out that it's really not that different from any of the other costs as far as Carnival and Royal go. So there you go. The food is magnificent. Psh, no comparison. I mean, it was very they don't have a buffet. They have a place where you eat and you sit down and eat for breakfast and everything, and a diner. And that area is a little different. I mean, the food there, of course, breakfast and stuff, it's always going to be the same just about everywhere. But there's no specialty restaurants. Every restaurant is included. I hate the word specialty restaurant. I hate that. I hate that phrase because it implies that the rest of the food is subpar. And I value food. Okay, so there you go. So whenever somebody says specialty restaurant, I'm like, psh, I don't even hear it. Okay, because as far as I'm concerned, if your main dining isn't special, then just hang it up for me. And as far as I'm concerned, your food is just regular food. Good morning, Angie. Did I go off on a tangent or what? Girl. Angie of Whatever Floats Your Boat says, hey, y'all. Hey, Angie. Isn't it pretty outside? Yesterday was a beautiful day. We've had a lot of really good days. I mean, it rained a little bit. In fact, Tuesday night, oh my gosh, it was like a monsoon outside, but you got beautiful flowers today. Everything looks so pretty. So there you go. But Angie, what about this day? Controversial Cruising says, good morning, foodies. Good morning, Scott. Texas Cruiser, hey, Rick. Good morning, Foodie. Good morning, Rick. Everybody's so friendly. Ryan, thank you so much for all the information you sent me. Ryan is a wealth of information and so helpful. Such a sweetheart. Thank you, Ryan, for that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about being an agent, especially, and it's weird. I know this stuff about booking. Okay, I can book just about anything. But when it comes to the stuff that agents get, I really don't know that much. I just found out like 3 weeks ago. No, not even 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago, that if you're an agent and you go on Carnival, you can use their interline discount. I did not know that. That interline discount is the best discount. You're probably going to tell me something else. I know. He told me some interesting information about Carnival and how I can cruise on Carnival because I haven't been on Carnival lately, y'all. I need to go on a free Carnival trip, but it looks like that ain't gonna happen till the fall. Anyway, but that's good because that's when I need to go on the cruise anyway. I'm using all of Jorge's PTO time. Bless his heart. He probably says every time I get some free time, my wife plans a cruise. Imagine that. Billy J, ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Vicky. The real captain is here. I was watching Billy J's cabin tour for Seashore. Thank you, Billy J, for sending me that because we're going on a MSC Seashore cruise. And I was trying to send the cabin to my daughters so they could see what it looks like. So that was really helpful. I know a lot of y'all have done the Seashore and done the cabin tours, but he heard me say it and he sent it to me. So kudos to you, dude. Travel Cake Trips, welcome into the chat. Hey, buenos dias, Vicky. Hope every day is in the chat everyone in the chat are having a great day. I think so. This Thursday promises to be a good day. Now, Kathy, where do you think I'm at? You may have been there. In fact, I'm going to have to look on your channel and see if you have been there. This is not Bermuda, obviously, but I haven't been there yet. So I'm going to try to. I think I have to get on a Carnival cruise to go to the specific place. We'll give y'all a minute or two. See, there's not much of a hint as to where we are. The beach is beautiful. The water is clear. That's all you know. I mean, that's it. So hiya. Scotty J traveled Scotty last night. Oh my gosh. So last night I was telling you about what happened with Bill and Scott. We had that conversation. Antoinette was off last night, which bummed me out because I love me some Antoinette, but I can wait till she comes back on again. So then the next one we went to was Scotty J, and Scotty, you are so funny. But anyway, he was talking about some stuff. He made a banana drink, the dirty banana. Sounds good. Now, I don't like bananas. I'm a banana bread, but you had some chocolate in there. I'll try it. So I took down the information and posted it. I was like, if I don't make it, maybe somebody else in the chat will. Anyway, so there you go. But he had a really good You're doing so well in your lives, dude. I'm so happy for you, so excited for you because people get a chance to find out what I already know. I found that out when I first met Scotty J. The first time I looked at his vlogs, I knew this dude is funny. He is just hilarious and so much fun. Okay, so I'm saying Wednesday is really becoming a fun night for me. I look forward to Wednesday, and that's also my off night from pickleball, so it really works out well. My husband says, "Are you going to pickleball tonight?" And I'm like, "No, I got plans." He don't have no idea what the plans were. He looked at me like, "Really?" He's probably thinking, "Is she creeping around?" I mean, sure, dude, I'm creeping around on chats. No, I'm just kidding. But we've been married 28 years. There's really no creeping around at this point in time. So, Scotty J, I just want to say I loved your rendition of My Pony, dude. I still see that. I still see that. It was just hilarious. Whatever. He said he's going to whoop in the halls on our celebration cruise on Valentine's Day. Will G, hey, welcome to the chat. Morning, all. I'm sorry. I'm already in a tizzy, already laughing too much. Okay, you guys, I am a happy person and I'm getting back to normal. So, if in case you're wondering, those 3 months of misery, and I mean misery, I'm getting back to normal. This is my normal self. I'm usually very happy. Showman, CNS Travel. Good morning, everyone. Oh yeah, we're giggling here. I'm giggling. Y'all ain't even. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what I'm giggling about. You had to be there last night. That was just too funny. If you haven't seen it, go to the replays. Both replays, Scott and Bill and Scotty J, because all of that was just funny, especially when Bill started yelling at us. He wasn't yelling, but we were like, he sounded like one of the men out on the porch going, "Get off my lawn." I take it that Bill has some bad feelings toward Royal Caribbean concerning how much he paid for, a launch cruise. What do you call those launch cruises? I can never remember the name of it. But anyway, I would never. Okay, I'm going to say that, and later I'll regret it because I'll end up going on one. But I would never go on one of those cruises. I don't care how many viewers you get. That's just too much money. Now, if I was making, $3,000 a month or something like that, okay, maybe I would do that. But right now, okay, we're talking ultra zero. So anyway, I just couldn't stop laughing. I said, "Dude, calm down." Nettie, welcome to the chat, girl. You came in for a minute and had to leave, but that was a live chat. We're talking about Scotty J because that was late last night for us. Well, Nettie, you are an hour behind me, so you can imagine. I was really sleepy, but I was hanging in there because I wanted to see how it went. Good morning, Nettie. Hey, girl, guess what I'm doing? I am working on content. Yes, that'll tell you that I'm back to normal. I'm getting back to normal, y'all. I am working on my vlogs. I've been loading up clips, been cracking up because I had no idea what I was doing on the end of that cruise. It was just, sometimes you look back at those clips, girl, and you're just like, okay, did I have too much to drink on the 6th day? Because, oh my God, the 6th day. I look at the clips and I'm trying to remember what the heck was I talking about it. I don't even know, girl. I don't even know. But everybody's saying hello to everybody. Hey, Travel with Josiane. Hi, Josiane. I meant to tell you, we were talking about the chats that come on before this chat. I meant to tell you about Jen.Cohen. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Jen.Cohen is in place of the Conscious Cruiser, which is Monday. No. I'm about to tell a lie, y'all. Okay, when is the Conscious Cruiser chat, Scott? Anyway, uh, chat normally does like Tuesdays and Thursdays. No, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Chet is on a cruise on the Enchanted Princess right now. I'm so jelly. So he wasn't there. If you went to look at that, there's no chat for him right now because he is off on a ship. Yes, having a good old time. He did do a live though. He did do a live. I gotta hand it to him. He came on live. You know, we double dare dog dare people now to do lives when they're on a ship. You too, Scotty. When you're on a ship, and I know you got a cruise coming up too. I'm like, dude, you got to. Yours is October 18th, the 25th through the 25th. Okay. Dude, I might be able to get on that cruise. Jubilee? Ryan, is it possible that October could be that date that they were talking about? October 18th might be able to do that. I will see how much I see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes as far as the agent cruises. Oh, they're tours. Never mind. I forgot they're tours. They're not free cruises. But I'm still gonna eyeball it, okay? Because you never know. I might head down to Galveston, see all my friends. I might do that. Everybody's still saying hello. Oh yeah, free candy and free real ice cream. You know, they hit all my bells. Okay, Virgin, I don't care what anybody says about Virgin. Virgin is my favorite cruise line because the free candy, the free real ice cream, not soft serve, y'all, real ice cream with the cone. Okay, they got these fancy cones too. And I was just like, man. And people say, well, you pay extra for Virgin. No, you don't. If you price it out by cabin, and you can put 3 people in a cabin, which is really weird to me, but you price it out by cabin. I don't know if you could fit 3 in their balcony room, but it's not that expensive. Okay, plus it's got everything included, the gratuities and the Wi-Fi and stuff. So there you go. Plus popcorn. She said popcorn too. I forgot about the popcorn. You know, some of the things on Virgin are really different. And Richard Branson, he planned it that way. He wanted it to stick out. So some of the things that are on Virgin are really different. Like for instance, they have private karaoke. Oh my God, y'all. My husband and I did it 3 times because we had so much fun. And I found out that my husband can rap. Jorge from Puerto Rico, raised in Brooklyn, can rap. And you know, he is an introvert. So he says. Anyway, but we get in there and he starts doing Grandmaster Flash. And I'm just like, I said, dude, I've never been more attracted to you. Anyway, hey, Kathy, I should have put on some Bad Bunny and see if he could do that. Anyway, I was like, dude. So private karaoke, or you could take a group in there, or you could just be 2, you could be 4, you could be 10, but there's you sign up for different rooms. It's really hilarious. Oh, we never laughed so hard. We had such a good time. And I don't know. That was one of my favorite things that we did. There were so many good times. I went to one night I went to a dance. And I thought it was going to be like the 70s dance on Royal Caribbean. No, y'all. This was a bunch of people. You know, Bill said they think there's younger people on Virgin. Virgin has all ages on it and a lot of people that are around my age, which is odd to me. But don't you know, I went to this party and there was nobody in there that was younger. They were jamming. They were dancing to all of the 70s hits. I was like, my husband was passed out asleep in the cabin because this was like 11 o'clock at night. I had so much fun. I was just dancing. I didn't care if anybody danced with me or not. But I'm gonna tell y'all, if you want to have a good time, book Virgin. If you love food, book Virgin. Angie says, I gotta run to the store. Be right back. She's funny. The Bud Files. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, people. She says, how are you doing this morning? I'm giggling my butt off today. Okay. Yeah. But I'm having a good time. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so everybody is saying hello to everybody else. I'm in tears because I'm just having such a good time, y'all. Texas Cruiser said, "Hey, floaty boat, getting low on bourbon. Pick up a bottle for me." No, bourbon is here, dude, in Kentucky. Angie is in Indiana. I don't know what they drink in Indiana. I'm gonna have to ask her that. But yeah, we drink bourbon here. Bourbon is becoming a problem though because of the tariff situation with Canada and whatnot. I don't know. It seems like we normally send a lot of bourbon to Canada. Captain Billy J. Travel says, "Ahoy there, Travel Cake Trips." He's saying, "Ahoy there, y'all. Ahoy." Oh, Travel with Josie says, "Virgin is my new favorite." Oh, once you go, if you like food, I promise you, it will change your world. You'll be like, that food was pretty good. Yoda's Blessed Life, thank you for coming in. Welcome to the chat. I'm hungry, so I thought of Foodie. Best diet ever. You're low calorie. Yes, I'm low calorie most of the time. I'm actually watching my weight these last couple of days because, y'all, during my depressed 3 months, I ate a lot and I gained a lot. I gained a lot of weight and I knew I was doing it. Have you ever been like in a state of mind where you were eating so much food and you were thinking in your mind, "Oh, well, I don't care." That was the state of mind that I was in the last 3 months. Normally, I'm very touchy about food and healthy food. But for 3 months, y'all, and all that craziness that happened from February, March, and April, Jorge's mom passed in February. Then my father passed in March. Then his father passed in April, the very last day of April. And of course, the tornado hit in the condo. Yeah. Normally I'm a very upbeat, positive mental attitude person, but whew, I don't know. We were struggling there for a while. You guys helped me get through, and I appreciate y'all. And I'm not going to get too mushy because I'm already crying from laughing, so I don't want to cry from everything else. But thank you for that. I appreciate y'all. And now that I'm back to normal, though, I'm trying to do some vlogs, trying to get my diet back into normal food items, like no more candy, y'all. I was beginning to overdose on Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids is my favorite candy. I love how sour they are. I will go days eating Sour Patch Kids. It don't even make sense. It's like crack to me. Sour Patch crack. Anyway, so that is my favorite candy. And for a while there, y'all, I was eating it every day. No, does that make sense? For me, that does not make sense. If you know how touchy I am about food, y'all would be like shocked and amazed that I was eating candy every day. So I stopped that because my blood sugar was through the roof. Yeah. Uh, Everybody's still saying hello. Texas Cruiser. That's interesting, Josiane. I hope they will send a Virgin ship to Galveston. It's just a matter of time. I mean, they're sending some to Alaska. So, I think it's just a matter of time, dude. Anyway. Okay. Nightbot says, please give us a thumbs up. Well, there's my thumb. Okay, give us a thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. The family adventure. See, I was about to get mushy. Then you showed up right on time. You showed up right on time, dude. Whew. Ron, where have you been? I was on Ron's live the other night with Zach of Coca Culture. And I was thinking, Ron, where have you been? I know you've probably been working a lot or something because I haven't seen you that much. And I'm in just about every chat. Now, I may not be chatting, but I will definitely be watching. Um, Missed you, dude. Texas Cruiser, I have a great bananas foster bread. Woo, made with rum. Oh, see, rum. I'm thinking about booking the rum cake tour when we go to Nassau. If I can talk Jorge into it. It's called The Taste of Nassau. And whose channel did I see that on? I saw that on one of y'all's channels, but The Taste of Nassau looks really good to me. Everyone loves the banana Foster's bread made with rum. I wonder why. Rum always makes good food, especially cake. Especially cake. Yes. Uh, there we go, y'all. Good morning to fam. See, everybody missed you. Travel cake trips at Scott. I missed you all last night, but we'll run it back. I need to see what information I missed. Like I said, there was a lot of good information, but they were talking about what they rate people or what they rate cruise lines for value and food. And Scott, somehow, when I got ready to rate Virgin, I was going to give them a 5, but I clicked on the wrong thing and kicked myself out of the freaking chat, and you totally missed my 5 for Virgin, which would have brought it up considerably. Because a lot of people have never been on Virgin and didn't vote. So that was funny. But yeah, so uh, Scott says, no worries, TCT. Appreciate you. Thirsty Thursday tonight. Yes, Pete Rose trivia. Pete Rose? Okay, I'm not really sure that I'm up on my Pete Rose trivia, but I do like baseball. And Pete Rose, I did see something about him yesterday, day before yesterday, on the sports channel because Jorge is always watching sports channels. So I saw something, and my YouTube history is full of sports stuff. Um, I don't know what it was though. Sport Pete Rose trivia. Okay, I'm promising you I will not do well on that, but Jorge probably will be able to ace something like that. Um, as long as I don't help him like last time. That was funny. Also, Ryan, don't you have a live as well tonight? I heard your name in the live chat list. What is your live and what time is it tonight? So I can be sure to hit that. So yeah, so tonight, Thursday, and also Ryan's chat. Hi, Cruz. Hi, Foodie. Welcome to the chat. I'm at work, just stopped to say hi. Thank you. All you people at work, I appreciate you. Cruz Bolero. I saw you on several chats and Tuber chat. We were on Tuber chat the other day. I missed some of Tuber chat last night because I was busy looking at everything else. Yeah, that's my problem. I try to multitask, which is really hard to do when you're on Tuber chat because you kind of stay with it. It rolls, it rolls pretty fast. Travel cake trips. If I put it out there, it will have to happen. So I'm putting out a new video on Saturday. Woohoo! At 10 a.m. Okay, girl, 10 a.m. See what happens over me at 10 a.m. I'm going to have to find a way to make sure I don't miss that. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I don't know. You're going to have to probably send me a reminder. I've got everybody's notifications on, but the problem is I've got everybody's notifications on. So hopefully I will see the notification. If not, I will check out the replay. But on Saturday morning, yeah, I have a tendency to sleep, and that's bad. But I'm going to start trying to get out of that as well. I need to get my sleeping schedule right. Yeah. She said it's going to happen. Billy J Travels. Conscious Cruiser is on Mondays. That's in place of Chet, right? Sea Lake Journeys is at 8:30, 8:30 Eastern time. There you go. Josiane, see? Everybody in this chat knows what's up. I'm the one who's When I go there at 8:30, I'm always surprised who's there. I'm like, oh, it's Scott and Elisa and Seed Lake Journeys. Okay. He's also there, by the way. Yeah. DeFam Adventures. Good morning to everybody. Scott says Monday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We'll be back this week. Yay! And Chet on Wednesday and Friday. So Chet will be back next week. Carmina Lifestyle. Hey girl, welcome to the chat. This is your first time here. This is one of my friends, part of my community. Hello, Carmina. Welcome to the chat. If you've never been here, and I don't think you have, type hashtag GROW and Nightbot will show everybody your link so they can connect with you. And thank you and welcome to our chat. You'll find our community is very friendly, very supportive. I love them. Okay, you guys, I'm coming down because it's after 10:30 and you know what I do at 10:30. Travel cake trips, I will get it on alert. Yeah, on alert. Hopefully. Nettie and JT, yay, editing is fun. I haven't started editing yet. I'm still loading the clips, girl. I think I'm just kind of delaying the editing. I don't know. For real, once you get started, yeah, it's much easier once you get started. How's everyone doing? We're doing great. The morning is like easy for us. I don't know. A lot of us are working. Some of us are chatting. Some of us are presenting. Carmina, where are you at, by the way? Where are you located? I've been meaning to ask you that for a while. Let's see. Doing well, Ron says. That's Ron from DeFam Adventures. Kathy from Travel Cake Trip says, oh, now I know I have to put the video out, LOL. Yes, you have to put it out. You put it out there. You're doing a premiere? I haven't never done a premiere before. Captain Billy J Travels, threesome in the cabin on Virgin. Oh my. Yeah. I think they mean a kid, okay? No, I'm just kidding. There's no kids allowed on Virgin. So no, it is 3 people for sure. I'm amazed at how many people get stuffed in one cabin sometimes. It just blows my mind. But then some people are never in their cabin, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, LOL. Captain Billy J. Grandmaster Jorge. I'm going to tell him you said that. He's going to say, are you telling people that I rapped? Yeah, Grandmaster Jorge. He was doing a great job. Carmina, right now on vacation in California, been busy exploring and shopping. Girl, vlog some of that so we can see what you're doing because I haven't had time to shop, okay? I haven't been shopping in so long, it doesn't even make sense. I go to the grocery store. But yeah, please vlog some of that for us. Thank you. Nettie says, I talked myself out of Virgin because I thought it was too much for me. I'm the get off my lawn man. And now I have to reconsider. Please reconsider. Let me just tell you, it was nothing like I thought it was going to be. And I told Bill that. I said, stop talking about Virgin. Y'all don't know. Don't listen to all the hype about it. It's risque and this and that. And some people be offended. The stuff that happens on Virgin is no different than the stuff that happens on Carnival. I mean, they don't have the upside down pineapples anywhere as far as I can see. I was looking around for something risque. There was nothing, y'all. And they partied, Nettie. They had a good time. Now, I'm going to tell you something funny about Virgin. All day long, it's quiet. I mean, you could hear a pin drop. They don't make any announcements. The only announcements you see are in the elevator. And they're not out of the speaker. They're on the wall, in the lights. And I don't know how to describe it. I have to send you a picture. But it's very quiet because they party all freaking night. I said to Jorge, I said, why is it so quiet on the ship? And then that night, I found out why. They party all night. That's why all day it's quiet, everybody sleep. I need JT to retire so he has more time to do things. I know. I'm trying to make Jorge retire, but every time he retires, he goes back to work. He can't help himself. He don't even need to work, y'all. This is a person that just loves to go to work. So I get it. Some people need a reason to get up in the morning. If I could get him to do his own chat show or be on this chat show, he wouldn't say anything, y'all. But if I could get him to be on this chat show or have a reason to get up in the morning, I think he would probably retire. I don't know. The family ventures, travel cake trips, LOL. Well, when you say make it happen, when you say it, make it happen, smile. Okay, I got it. Yeah, she's going to make it happen. Travel cake trips, ha ha ha. I know every word to Rapper's Delight. Me too. We ought to do it together for karaoke and really shock people when I sing it on a cruise ship. Kathy, you should have never told me that. LOL, Virgin Voyages. Yeah, we can all get our own little rap, our own little karaoke thing. I think it's the biggest group is like 10 or something like that, and go in there and just blow the place out. I'm wondering if they record that, by the way. That would be funny. LOL, Virgin Voyages is a young at heart's adults only cruise. You can keep that. You can keep that, Virgin Voyages. uh, you know, you're right. When you get on Virgin Voyages, you feel like the child. No kids are allowed. So you can be a kid. And that's exactly the feeling they're going to give you. They got seesaws on the ship, free candy, free ice cream. You feel like a kid when you're on a Virgin Voyages ship. It takes you back. It really does. So there you go. Texas Cruiser, LOL Nettie. I thought Virgin is too contemporary for me. I am changing my mind. Actually, I think that MSC is a little more contemporary than Virgin is. Just from nothing else, the way they design the European way, the contemporary designs and stuff on the ship. Virgin is not that contemporary. It's really just, it's a ship in red, okay? It reminds me of a big red boat. It's a ship in red. No specialty restaurants. Every restaurant is free. You just have to make a reservation. And if you don't make a reservation, you can stand in line and still get in. So it's pretty interesting. Razzle Dazzle's lamb shank is amazing. Not tried that. And that's the thing. They have the same menus, but there's a lot of stuff. Like I tried the buttered chicken on the secret menu. They have a secret menu in Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle is a vegan restaurant, but they have a secret menu with regular food on it. So be sure to ask for the secret menu. But I haven't tried the lamb shank. That sounds pretty good. Hey, Gotham President Vicky. Yay! I'm back to President. Sorry, Scott. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. Welcome to the chat, Savage Batman. I'm going to have to do the group list while I've still got some air. I've been too busy laughing this time. I'm sorry, y'all. I got the giggles today, you know. CNS Travels, Vista by Carnival, Port Canaveral. It's a back-to-back and it's a non-group. It starts on September 20th to the 28th, and then it starts again on September 28th to 4th of October. That's why it's called a back-to-back. Jeremy and Cheryl go live together November 9th. I might do this cruise, y'all. I got to find a fall cruise. I don't know. I already have a fall cruise. I'm already booked for Utopia, but I haven't made the full payments yet. I'm still thinking about it because, anyway, I want to try some different stuff. Jeremy and Cheryl go live together November 9th of 2025, non-group MSC Seascape from Galveston, Texas. Ryan PK Adventures has Gobble and Go Cruise November 22nd to the 29th. What was I thinking, y'all? Everything was blurring out. November 22nd to the 29th on the MSC World America. The World America, y'all. That is the big ship on Thanksgiving week. I mean, they're There are so many reasons to go on this cruise, okay? First of all, Ryan has got discounted rates, hundreds of dollars of savings. Plus, it's on Thanksgiving, which means you don't have to cook. Plus, it's on World America, biggest ship that MSC has probably made. I don't know, the Explorer might be the same size. But anyway, have you seen the World America videos? Enough said. Enough said, yeah. Rob on Cruising on the High Seas has the Booze Cruise 3.0 out of Tampa, Florida. Grandeur of the Seas, 10/25 to November 1st. And then Bruce of Ocean to Ocean has Helping Hands for Cruising, Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, NCL Encore. I kind of want to go on the NCL Encore because Bruce obviously loves that ship. There must be something about that ship. I'm going to have to look and see. Go to his page and see what's up. November 29th to December 6th on Miami, Florida. Scotty J Travels. This is the one I really want to go on. Jubilee by Carnival, Galveston, Texas, October 18th to the 25th. Oh, I really kind of want to go there. I just want to meet Scotty. Anyway, Howie Cruise has 2 group cruises. Sunrise by Carnival, July 12th. And then he has the MSC Meraviglia, November 2nd to the 9th, out of Brooklyn, New York. Includes drinks and Wi-Fi. Oh, that sounds nice. I know MSC has special packages now. They kind of did they did an NCL thing where now they offer the package of free Wi-Fi and drinks. That's a pretty good combination, but you know, you're going to have to pay for it, so it's not free. None of this stuff is free, okay? I don't care what it says. Even when you get a gambling cruise deal and it says free cruise, that is not a free cruise. You gambled for it and you're going to gamble again. So it's not free in my mind anyway, because I spend too much money in a casino when I try to get a free cruise. Anyway, Eddie's Booze Cruise 4.0. This is 2026, y'all. October 31st, 2026, NCL Viva out of Galveston, Texas. And this is a good booze cruise. It's going to have a lot of people, and it's on Halloween. So, you know, at least you won't have to sit at your door and give out candy. Instead, you can hang out at a booze cruise. Scotty J Travels has a Carnival Magic on March 15th out of Miami. 6 nights. Fats and Trey has the Carnival Sunshine, the Creators at Sea. Kathy's going to be on this. Kathy from TCT. July 27th to August 1st. Norfolk, Virginia. See, I might be able to go on that because it's in Norfolk, Virginia, and that's the week that Jorge normally takes off. That's why we're going on the 27th this year, Kathy. So I might be able to go on that cruise. I haven't told him about it yet. I've been trying not to talk about cruises since I promised him an all-inclusive. I'm bad. Bruce of Ocean to Ocean's ABC Cruise, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao. April 11th of 2026, the Carnival Horizon out of Miami, Florida. And that's got a lot of people on it, and it sounds like a lot of fun, especially since they're going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. So I would say that is a good cruise as well. Life with Tanisha RN has the biggest ship in the world, Star of the Seas, October 25th of 2026. That's going to be a beautiful ship, y'all. And it's going to be a perfect ship probably too, because they already did the Icon, which is the sister ship. So now they know what they messed up the first time. Anyway, out of Port Canaveral, Eddie Lugos has an MSC Seaside, June 1st of 2026. It's a non-group, and it's the 20th anniversary of him and Alice, and it's out of Miami, Florida. Parkers on the Go have the Luscious Ladies Cruise, October 22nd to the 26th on Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady out of Miami, Florida. Now, there's a person who will tell you that Virgin is a real contender now. Okay, it really is. A lot of people are shifting over from Carnival to Virgin. Now, think about that for a minute. Carnival to Virgin. And Carnival is a lot cheaper than most Well, not all of Carnival, but some of the ships on Carnival are a lot cheaper than the Virgin ships. I'd say the new ships are about the same price as the Virgin ships, and I I dare somebody to prove me wrong. Okay, add in all of the stuff. Just do it anyway. So March 6th through 8th, Helen, Georgia. And that's going to be a meetup. If you want to know more about that, get with Magnificent Germany with Darion. That's the name of his channel. And he's on here a lot of the time, but he also has a channel on YouTube, of course, about Germany. It's pretty awesome. 2027, we got two really nice cruises, okay? The first one is the Carnival celebration on Valentine's Day. It's called the Unhinged, Unhearted, Unmatched, Ungrouped Scottish Cruise. I added the Scottish because we got two Scotties on this cruise. We got a Scott from Scottsdale, and we've got a Scotty J. I don't know where you are, Scotty J. But we got a Scotty J Travel. So we got two Scots, plus I'm Scottish. So it's called the Scottish Cruise now because Scott's on it, Carnival Cruise Addicts, and a bunch of other people, Greg and Michelle, Eddie and Jeremy and Cheryl and Alice, Scotty J, Anthony on the Move, Billy is going to probably be on there. Antoinette sounds like she's probably going to be in there. And Sherman, you better be on there. No, Sherman's already got his, he's like me, he's on the 10th deck. We've already got our rooms, our cabins booked. Then, if you survive that cruise, and it's questionable, okay. Ocean to Ocean has a cruise on the Mexican Riviera, February 28th, 7 nights out of Long Beach. Long Beach, been there, done that. I did Long Beach for the Navigator of the Seas. And I'm going to tell you, Long Beach is an unusual port and an unusual airport. You know, I don't know. I have flown into California numerous times, but I have never had a weirder experience than going to Long Beach. Has anybody flown into Long Beach? It is different, okay? Let me get back to the chat because I'm so far behind, y'all. Sour Patch Crack. Patch the crack. Patch the crack. Oh, dear. Oh. Hey, CNS Travel. I'm good. How are you? I'm glad you're good, Savage Batman. I'm so glad. Sherman says, I am, sir. He's doing good. Travel with Josie and Foodies. I was on the Valiant Lady and Resilient Lady in November of 2026. Both of them? You go, girl. Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. I would have loved to do that. Foster's, you know, I would love to do a group cruise on Virgin. I might do that, child. Just because there's so many people in our community that keep saying, I don't know, I've never tried it. I don't know what Virgin would be like. I might do a group cruise on Virgin. We'll see. It won't be in 2026. It's already, there's just too many cruises in 2026, child. Unless it's the beginning of 2026. That would be kind of cool. Nettie says, oh, wow. Pete Rose? Yeah, Pete Rose. I'm curious, Scott. I will be watching. I don't know if I'll be playing because I know nothing about Pete Rose except the scandal, obviously. Texas Cruiser. Scott had a good show last night about ratings cruise lines. I didn't agree with him on a couple of points. But that was the fun of it. You know, none of us really seemed to agree. And Dark Theme had me cracking up because Dark Theme was like royal. Everybody else gets a 1. I was like, he is obviously loyal to royal, but it was funny. Travel Cake Trips. All I know is Pete Rose gambled and he was on the Mets. LOL. That's all I know too, girl. And that he didn't get to be in the Hall of Fame because of that. That's all I know. That's all I know. So I just gave away all the answers. Nettie and JT, they are gambling on TV. So PK Adventure Travels. Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. We are talking Florida bugs and how to deal with them while camping here. Now, I would like to know about how to deal with Florida bugs when I'm there. Yeah, I agree. Bugs are a thing. Yeah, Florida bugs. They are everywhere. Now, the reptiles are what freak me out, though, Ryan. I am not a reptile person. Don't like alligators. Don't like snakes. None of that stuff. Captain Billy J. Scott has an addiction with food sticks and balls. Another baseball trivia. I'm not touching that with a baseball bat, dude. And just anyway, Coach Cruz had a very heartfelt show Tuesday night. He shared one of his family members is in the hospital fighting cancer. Coach Cruz? Okay. Sorry to hear that. Thank you for typing hashtag grow. Carmen, please do it if you have not done it. Type hashtag grow just like that if you haven't done it already. PK Adventures, but there might be a kid after a Virgin Cruise. Yeah, that's a possibility. And not in this household, but somebody's house. And there's a possibility. It's very excited. It's a very excited cruise. The private beach club, the Bimini Beach Club, is kicking. It's hot. People dancing, having a good time. They all got their floaties out in the big swimming pool. They have a good time in their private island. And there's not even a beach there, I don't think. Maybe there is. You know, it's funny. I did not look. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? I think I had too many. I got free drinks. You know, they have these specials in Virgin every once in a while. They give you bar tabs. And I was thinking at that particular time, I hadn't really drank that much. I better go on and use my bar tab. And I think I used too many in too short of a time. You know, that happens sometimes. You start to panic and go, wait a minute, I haven't finished paying for stuff. Or spending my free money. Got to get my drinks. Whose kid is it? Good question. Better keep that pineapple upright. PK, what? He's talking about bugs. Bugs on the camping area. Ryan says it's Billy J's fault. He started this. I agree. LOL, PK. No, FedEx, no. I do not hang out by the pool, so I miss out on all or most of the wildness. Nettie, record the pool. You don't have to get in it. Just record it, okay? Just do a live, do a quick short of the pool. People love that. You know, they love the pool area. Those are some of my best shorts. They love the pool area. It's just funny to me. But yeah. Me too, Nettie. I don't really get in the pool. I'm getting a whirlpool occasionally if it's not crowded or something. But yeah, Jorge needs to work my job and give me the money if he likes working so much. I agree, but he does give me his money. No, he doesn't. Jorge is a saver. Okay. He saves money. I think he has a fear of retirement. That's the word. That's all I'm going to say. A fear of retirement. He just saves all the money. Nettie, I'm going back to work in the fall to read to little kids at the local grade school to help pay for my Japan trip for my birthday next year. Oh, that's so sweet, though. Reading to little kids. That sounds like a good job. Texas Cruiser. Have a great day, Nettie. No, she ain't leaving right now, I don't think. I think she's talking about she's going back to work in the fall. Sorry about that. I misread your message, Nettie. Savage Batman. Scott is one of the leaders of Gotham. So, yeah. Little faces. Batman. Okay, I posted the videos of Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day Mexico. Woohoo! That sounds so exciting. It is going to be awesome. It really is. But you know what? I miss the old Cocoa Cake, the one that looked like Gilligan's Island. That was my favorite Cocoa Cake. Okay. Just so you know. Niffers TV. Hey, welcome to the almost after party, girl. Hi, Foodies Vacation. Good morning. How are you doing? How are you doing, Niffer? Hi, everyone. Like number 11. Yay! Hit the thumbs up. Yes. Oh, thumb is missing. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I like to share the stream. Thank you, Savage Batman. Appreciate you, dear. These glasses look great too. Oh. Yeah, I will go on forever with them glasses on and wonder why I can't see anything. Nettie and JT, but I am not gambling and paying full price and gambling again. LOL. Yeah. My friend calls them prepaid cruises, not a free cruise. What's wrong with that? I know. What's wrong with that? I don't know. The whole gambling for cruises thing is a pretty awesome situation. And if you're a gambler, then I guess it is a free cruise. But if you're not a gambler and you're gambling for free cruises, that's not free. Now you will get free drinks. Okay, that's free. But as far as free cruising, I don't know, y'all. But I think that people who get free cruises from gambling really enjoy it because they get to gamble and it feels free. Okay, so there you go. Captain Billy J Travels. I'll be flying into and cruising out of Long Beach for the first time this September. Good luck. I promise you, when you come back, Billy J, you're going to say, Vicky, okay, I understand what you were saying now. That was the weirdest thing. And I love California. I go there a lot, but that airport and that cruise area, first time I ever waited on a cruise in the last 6 years was at Long Beach. Just saying. I agree, Nettie. I got a super low rate balcony cabin to cruise on Jubilee in January with my gambler's discount. That's it. That gambler's discount. That is a perfect expression of what it is. It's different from a travel agent discount. It's different from a frequent loyalty discount. It is a gambler's discount. So thank you for that, Rick. But yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I would love to do that because I love to gamble. But you know, gambling is a tricky thing. Okay, you can slide into an addiction really quick. So I always tell people who say that to me, you know, sometimes I'll get customers who say to me, should I try and get a casino cruise? And I'm like, you know, that depends. You know, do you have a gambling problem? Look, I'm not going to tell you about casino cruises if you have a gambling problem. Anyway, Angie goes, I'm back. Hey, hey, girl, welcome back. Yep, it is at the beach and 2 pools. Really? There is a beach there, Sherman, and I did not notice. Oh, wow. I was tipsy. I'm going to blame it on the alcohol. Okay. Hashtag blame it on the alcohol. Y'all going to hear me say that a lot in 2027 when we come back from that cruise. I'll be going hashtag blame it on the alcohol. So we are at 11 o'clock, actually past it. We're in the after party, y'all. Can't wait to see the video you posted. We'll have to take a look at Texas Cruiser. I know, right? Anyway, y'all, the vlogs, they tell it all, you know. Oh, not all of it. You guys, if you saw everything I do on my cruise, on my vlogs, y'all would know me just a little bit differently. Oh, you already know I love food, though, but you would see that I eat continuously. Captain Billy J, looks like smoke was coming out of Vicky's mouth. Oh, this is Turks and Caicos. I took the whole freaking chat to say that, didn't I? Turks and Caicos. Has anybody been to Turks and Caicos? When I saw this, I was like, I gotta go to Turks and Caicos. It's pretty awesome. This ocean view right here. Nettie and JT. That's why I have stayed with NCL, but I haven't been to my local casino in a minute. So I have not seen the free cruise officers. offers. Do you get free cruise offers from NCL? RC and Carnival have been sending me stuff now. Now, question, Nettie, that was one of the things that came up during the thing that Bill and Scott did. Wasn't it, Scott? Both of y'all said that you didn't know anything. Well, Bill said he didn't know anything about NCL's free cruise offers, probably because he hasn't gambled on NCL, I'm guessing. But that's good to know. Tell me more. NCL has free cruise offers too? And you just haven't seen them because you haven't been gambling on NCL? Or is it that they don't have many offers? Because I think all of the cruise lines have free cruise offers for the casino. I don't know about Virgin. I don't think Virgin does. Maybe they do, and I don't know about it, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it, so I'm guessing not. But let me know about that, Nettie. We're down at the bottom of the chat, y'all. And that's amazing. Maybe I didn't hit it right, though. Every time I say that, we're not at the bottom of the chat. I just didn't hit it right. I've been to Turks and Caicos, Grand Turk. Is that from Carnival? Looking for this itinerary now. Ron says, okay, headed back to work. Have a great day. Ron, thanks for stopping in. My Ron. Barry. Rick says, everyone have an awesome rest of the week. I know, right? You guys really have a good week. Through my casino. Okay. Through my casino. You're going to have to explain that, girl. I got dementia. Okay. So Sherman, been to Grand Turk several times. Was it on Carnival? Well, who goes to Grand Turk? I'm just curious. Travel with Josie and been to TC many times. Not too expensive. That's good. That's good to know. Captain Billy J, Grand Turk through Carnival. Thank you, dear, for clearing that up because, Nettie, you can get a discount for your players level from your casino when booking. For your players level. Oh, a discount on NCL for players level from your casino when booking. Caesars for me. Okay, I do have MGM Casino something because we go to Vegas. I know you go to Vegas too. So Caesars for you. I got Caesars too, but I don't have the discounts on Caesars that I have on MGM, oddly enough. Yep, Carnival. Thank you, Sherman. That's good to know. I may have to book a Carnival cruise to Grand Turk. Who goes to Grand Turk, I wonder? I wonder which ship that is. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow where we'll be TGIFing it. That didn't sound right. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Thank you for coming over to Foodie Time. And thank you for all the wonderful chat. It was a good day. Travel with Josie and, Providenciales, TC, the Big Island. Turks and Caicos, the Big Island. Wow. Okay. Peace. Nettie said peace. Captain Billy J. Also, Princess goes to Grand Turk. I have a free cruise on Princess. I haven't taken it yet. I'm going to look into that. Okay, thank you, dear. I need to go to Chet's and check that out. Chet loves Princess. Why is this thing? I must be the bottom, or it's just, I don't know. Everybody, have a great Thursday. See y'all tonight in the lives. Remember, Ryan has one at 7, and then Scott has one at Scott dementia. Well, anyway, Scott has one later on, either 8 or 9. Dude. Have a great day. Got to go get ready for a premiere at 11:15. You have a premiere 11:15. Dude, you only got 6 minutes, right? Are you in Central Time or Eastern Time? Nettie said, and Nettie and JT said, going tequila tasting tonight. See y'all tomorrow. Wow, where are you going? I'm being nosy now. Where are you going tequila tasting, girl? EST. Okay, so he is going to be on in 5 minutes with his premiere. That's exciting. Okay, we got to head over to CNS Travels and see his premiere. Ryan says, I have a few new thank you for super chats. Hint, 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 hint. I have a few new thank you for super chats. Okay, he has a new thank you for super chats. LOL. I got it. I got it out. Let's see. Restaurant called The Barrel Club. Wow, tequila tasting. You know what? I want to go. Oh, that's Ryan's link. If you want to go over to his live at 7 tonight. Okay. Restaurant called The Barrel Club. And Travel Cake Trip says, we'll put your premiere on my phone, LOL, at CNS Travel. Kathy says, getting in the car, LOL. Thank you for video. Not that I'm plugging, but I am plugging, LOL. Ryan, hey, I have a wedding to pay for. Oh, well, hey, you should have mentioned that, okay? He says, I am mentioning it, Vicky. I have a wedding to pay for. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he will be live at 7 tonight. Be there. Be there. He's got a wedding to pay for. Y'all, see you later. I'm out of here. I'm out of deuces, y'all. Thank you for coming by. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Bye-bye.